A lot of people listening to this podcast do work in sales roles, kind of what makes the world go around. I know a lot of people don't love the sales folks out there. I've been one for many years, but we do push economies forward by just following up via email and just following up via text. But on a more serious note, when we do follow up, a lot of the times what people give back to us is an objection, a pricing objection, a timing objection, a competitive objection. I think the one that gives everyone the biggest pit in their stomach is the competitive objection. Oh, I'm talking to your competitor. They do this and this and this, or they do just like you and they're cheaper. Well, let's say you got that while you're working through some of your follow-up phone calls and you don't know what to say. If you had already fed in the company information about your product, even if you hadn't fed it stuff about your competition quite yet, but it did at least know like your unique value from some Google Drive things that you've added or some conversations that you've had with folks on Slack. It could reason through all of that real time and use its language of the universe and probabilities that we've talked about many times. And you could type in the objection into the box and it can give you a way to handle it almost immediately based off of things that it now knows about your company that only you, your colleagues, and ChatGPT now know about your company. So that's just one small example. I think we could stop the podcast literally here. And that is massive value that every single salesperson on earth, no matter what you sell, if you use a phone or an email or a Zoom and you can pull up in ChatGPT without making it awkward, you should be using this feature.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, there's a lot of really cool use cases here. On the tech side of the house, the thing that I think is really interesting about this is they wanted to make something that you could contextually share across your organization. So like this company information can be shared with different end users at your company. It actually also uses a specially tuned model of GPT-5 that is designed specifically with the context of searching for work information. So it's going to weight certain sources more when it looks for information based on questions that you ask. So if you're looking for, to Matt's point, objection handling, or if you're like, hey, scan my inbox for priority tasks, search for documentation that we have to handle objections, or what type of things should I be following up with? And it can cross-reference your Google Drive and maybe find the latest decks or case studies or those type of things. And so the model itself has been fine-tuned specifically for this business use case context.